I've got a windowless van for kids. I've got a windowless van for kids. I've got a windowless van for kids. My puppy is missing and I got candy. Oh, thank you, sweet Jesus, for making it stop. And we're back to talk a bit more about the piss-poor defense. But blobbers, don't worry your pretty little heads. Sandy Khaki Pants Alderson brought you Andres Torres to man center field. He's supposed to be a great fielder. In what? Zero gravity? Andres Torres makes Angel Pagan look like Willie freaking Mays. He can't carry Captain Kirk's jock in the field. So let's see. Why is it that he's still on the team? It's his bat. That's it. It must be his bat because he's a switch hitter and a speedy little scamp who can get around the bases. Hey, Andres. When you bat 170 from one side of the plate, you're not a fucking switch hitter. You trying to tell me Ted Williams couldn't turn it around to the right side and hit 220? I bet he fucking could, but he didn't, because why? 220 is fucking pathetic. You hear that, Mike Nickius? You would jerk off in your helmet to hit 220, wouldn't you? Oh yeah, he's also known as a big glove man too. Does anyone see this? I'm completely missing it. He's average at best with fantastic hair. Listen, fair enough, if you're gonna bat 200 or barely 200, whatever the fuck it is with him. You better play defense like Molina Grody, for God's sake. Now Josh Doley has finally entered the post-concussion period where he's able to eat pudding without a spotter, so Mets Blob will cut him some slack. So I won't mention anything about Josh's lazy-ass backhand stabs that he makes in the dirt after the ball flailing around like the Matt Damon puppet from Team America. Keep weakly grounding out to second, Josh. Today, tapioca. Tomorrow, the world. The bullpen is awesome. If Dickey always pitches a complete game. Onto the bullpen. Yeah. Let's talk about it. Show me on the dial where the bullpen ruined you. We all realize one simple hard fact. That if we had a halfway decent bullpen, like middle-of-the-road bullpen, like okay, not that great, but serviceable is a term they like to use, Washington would be 5.5 games behind us. Sandy, you put together this travesty you call a pen. So why don't you drop some sack into those khaki pants? Sign someone. Sack up, Alderson, with your GM brain trust of morons. Yeah, why don't you guys have a meeting? A good old khaki pants circle jerk, and figure out something to do with this pen. Pronto. Listen, you had to ride out a storm with them Wilpons. Sadly, they didn't go to jail. But surely that means there's some cash around now. Please, before they build a family fun park shopping mall. David freaking Wright. Thank sweet Jesus for David Wright, who is playing out of his mind. David is like the guy on the company softball team that played college ball or low minors and agrees to join his coworkers in the rec softball league. He's the stud that has to get an extra base hit every time he's up and catch everything that's hit to his side of the field for his team to have a freaking shot at winning. Plus, he's the only right-handed bat on the team. Genius, Alderson. Fucking genius. All right, that is true. Scott Hairston is raking like Sammy Sosa with a corked bat and a vat of HGH against lefties. But seriously, how long is that gonna last, people? He's Scott Hairston. Scott Hairston. Maybe Brain Bucket Bay will bring the right-handed thump. Jason Bay, the only bigger Canadian bust, is Pamela Anderson. So let's get this straight, Sandy. You built a team that does not have a prayer against an opponent with a few decent lefties in the pen. You are a goddamn genius. Terry Collins gets a lot of cred from Mets Blob. The team plays hard and shows a lot of heart, and the team does certainly have balls. But I frankly can't handle or accept Bobby O'Hareweave or any other SNY Wilpon check-cashing gasbag telling me that the team plays the game the right way and is fundamentally sound. What fucking games are you watching? Every cutoff play looks like a goddamn Marx Brothers skit. Say the secret word and win $100. You know what the secret word is? I'll tell you what the goddamn secret word is. Fundamentals. Or as Keith says, fundies. The stuff you learn in goddamn Little League. Dickey, Santana, and Wright will hold up this house of cards as long as they are able, but it won't be easy. Maybe we have a chance, though. Maybe our big rep, do-nothing general manager will swing a deal for a real catcher,
and a right-handed bat, and a few relievers. And let Matt Harvey pitch, for fuck's sake. Look what hand-holding got you with Pelfrey. Maybe, just maybe, Sandy Khaki Pants will come through. If not, blobbers, heed my warning. The foul stench of Flushing Bay will blow the house of cards down. Thank you, blobbers. I enjoyed spending some time with you. Again, I did this of my own free will. No one forced me. Before I go, I would like to say one final thing, in case our cyber paths never cross again. In the name of R.A. Dickey, Tony La Russa, go fuck yourself with a tofu dildo, you unretiring goddamn drunken hot-on! You two happy? Please feed me, I'm starved. Oddly, I want more taco pie. Oh, Stockholm Syndrome's a bitch.